Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Suwaibah and my number matric is 262640.
And my name is Aina Nabilab, binti Tahir with matric number 262558. Our topic for this group project mathematical model is to determine the profit maximization of category using linear programming approach.
I will present part introduction. For our information, Cakery is a retail business that specializes in producing and selling cake and is also known as a cake shop. Therefore, this study will focus on a cakery known as a cakery line that is based in Batu Pahat, Johor. The aim of this study is to develop a linear programming model in order to maximize the profit of cakery. So, the scope of this research will focus on the best-selling cakes produced by cakery line, that is a brownies, cheesecake, cheese tart, chocolate cake, and basque. A linear programming model for this study will be formed in the Microsoft Excel solver and QM software in order to find the optimal services to maximize the profit of cakery line. Lately, the cakery line has faced a problem. First, low profit since the COVID-19 outbreak. Second, there is an increasing price of the ingredient to make cakes. Third, cakery line has a less promotion because of cakery line is a small business that has only started in the early 2016. Therefore, the decision-making problem in cakery line is to determine the number of major cakes that cakery line should produce in a week to optimize the profit. The main objective of this research is to develop an LP model to determine the profit earned by cakery line. The first objective is to determine the constraint for the mathematical model of cakery line. Second, to formulate the mathematical model to maximize the profit of cakery line. The third objective is to determine the optimal ingredient that will maximize the profit of cakery line. Based on this table is different cakes that are produced at cakery line. The cakery line makes a 22 ringgit profit on X1, a 40 ringgit profit on X2, a 50 ringgit profit on X3, a 10 ringgit profit for X4, and 25 ringgit profit for X5.
Next, I will continue our presentation. In this table are our data that we collect by using primary sources, which is by interviewing the cakery line founder. The constraint that we take is their ingredient of the cake, which some of it are flour, sugar, butter, eggs, and others. And here is the mathematical model to maximize the profit of cakery line. There is 15 constraints including non-negativity constraint. These non-negativity constraints are to show that the cakery line will not produce zero amount of cake per week. Next is result and the discussion. The result that we found using Microsoft Excel and also QM for Windows both show the same optimal value, which is 862 ringgit per week. And in order to achieve this optimal profit, cakery line are suggested to produce 14 boxes of brownies, 6 boxes of cheesecake, 15 boxes of cheese tart, 2 boxes of chocolate cake, and 2 boxes of basque burnt cheesecake. As we can see, the dual in QM report, it indicates that the profit will increase if a location of constraint increasing by 1 unit. For example, we take constraint 13, which is biscuit crumble. If biscuit crumble increase by 1 unit, it can be added 0.29 cent to the cakery line profit. Next is for the conclusion. The objective of this study was achieved, which we can see from the previous slide. It showed that the original profit of cakery line is 780 ringgit, which increased to 862 ringgit per week. Simplex method of linear programming method are used to find the optimal solution with the help of Microsoft Excel solver and also QM for Windows. Since it achieved the objective, we can conclude that LP is the suitable method to use to maximize cakery line profit. However, there is some limitation in our studies since we not included all of cakery line menu and their topping ingredients. As it recommended to achieve the optimal profit, Cakrilla need to make at least 14 boxes of brownie, 6 boxes of cheesecake, 15 boxes of cheese tart, 2 boxes of chocolate cake and 2 boxes of burnt cheesecake. Even though there is only slightly increasing of profit, we wish that Cakrilla can try to achieve the goal as closely as possible, so it may help them to overcome their problems. That's all from us. Thank you.